We talked about it coming into this series. Starting pitching was going to be at the forefront. And the team with the better starting pitching on each night was probably going to win that ball game. Was Kyle Bradish good for the Orioles today? No, he definitely wasn't. However, Mitch White was that much worse. And today we had a little bit of everything going on in the ballgame. I have no notes in front of me because I'm just going to talk about some things. Today, a little bit of everything. A little bench clearing brawl because Brian Baker loves to yap his mouth. I don't know why. I don't know. There must have been something said beforehand. I'm not sure. Either way, bench is clear. And then Jimmy Garcia comes out and he gets a 3-0 count on a batter. And John Schneider gets tossed. And we're like, oh my God. This game is crazy. And it was back and forth. We saw Yusei Kikuchi in a one-run ball game. Still trying to wrap my head around that one. I understand Trevor Richards was awful in that ninth inning. But he would have been the guy for me to go out there in that inning. But okay. And Mitch White. I mean, it's getting to a point now where you got to move on from his starts, right? When you have an off day, as the Jays do on Thursday, you got to skip his start, no? Because he goes 2 fantastic innings for the Toronto Blue Jays. His first 2 innings, great. Made Mountcastle look silly on a strike 3. Goes 3 down in the first inning, and we're like, okay, that's different. Then the second inning gives up a single, but nothing more, and we're like, all right, Mitch, all right. And the Jays had a 3-0 lead, right? Bo goes deep again. A 3-0 lead for the Jays after 2 innings, and we're like, the fellas are buzzing. Let's keep this thing rolling. No, Mitch White in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, right when the Jays gave him a 3-0 lead, faces 8-9-1, and he walks the 8th hitter. He walks the 9th hitter, which is already a disaster waiting to happen. And then, I believe it was a 2-2 pitch to Cedric Mullins. He hits him. You go from those 2 fantastic innings to being abysmal. They have the bases loaded, nobody out, and they haven't put a ball in play. It's awful. And he gives up a double. But bottom line, 5 runs cross in the inning, and the guy gets 1 out. Or I guess it was 4 before he left the game. And he gets 1 out. Like, it just flipped. And then as the game went along, the Jays did what the Jays do a lot of, ground ball double plays, right? It just happened quite often again today. And then Yusei Kikuchi gives up a run, right, in a 1-run ball game because I'm not really sure why he's out there, right? Anthony Basso's an inning and a 3rd to kind of ease him in. Okay, Yusei, we just need you to get 2 outs. He gets the first guy, then gives up a triple and a single. And we're like, great. Damn it. And, then it was a 1-run ball game late in the game, right? You got Trevor Richards on the hill looking to make it looking to keep it a 1-run ball game going into the bottom of the 9th. And people are going to say, well, the Jays scored 1 in the 9th inning, would have tied the game. Different situation, different scenario. You might have seen different pitch selection from Batista. It would have looked a lot different. But Richards gets absolutely slaughtered. And you lose. 9-5. 9-6, excuse me. These games do happen, and it's a Mitch White start. So, again, I said yesterday coming into today's game, I'm like, doesn't look good for me. Doesn't look good for the Toronto Blue Jays. And it was good to start, but the result was kind of what I was afraid of heading into this game today. But the good news for Jays fans, and you can arguably say the good news for Orioles fans as well, the pitching matchups tomorrow. Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Jays tomorrow. And he's been outstanding lately. The question is, can he win a ball game tomorrow? And we talked about it coming into this series, that what did the Jays need to do to win 3 of 4? That was the talking point. Because if you split, it's 2-2. You're still 2.5 up on them, which is okay, but not really where you want to be, right? You would have loved to sweep, but look, let's be real. On the road against Baltimore in a 4-game series, probably not going to happen, and it's not. So how are you going to win 3 of 4? Well, we talked about the doubleheader. We're like, well, you like to split that, maybe get a good Mitch White outing, and then Alek Manoah do his thing in the finale. We were kind of hoping. You got both yesterday. Yeah, Mitch White was terrible. And then Alek Manoah is on the hill tomorrow. If, and these are all ifs, it's a crazy, crazy game tomorrow. It's such an important game for both teams tomorrow. Bullpens have been used aplenty for both squads today. The Jays didn't get too much tax yesterday, but they had to use a lot of guys today. David Phelps was not used today. Romano was not used today, but you had to go run through Jimmy Garcia, Tim Meza. You didn't use Adam Simber today, so you got him available, I guess, for tomorrow. But you look at the Orioles. Dylan Tate threw like 30 pitches. I believe, but Felix Bautista finished the ball game. I believe he did. If that's the case, he threw 2 innings. So if that's the case, and then Brian Baker pitched, and they had the lefty Perez come in and pitch an inning and a bit as well. So a lot of their high leverage dudes pitched today. So the question is, are they available tomorrow? Especially Bautista and Dylan Tate. We'll have to see. But with Dean Kramer on the hill for the Orioles, what can he give them? And this is why tomorrow is so big for both teams. I'm not going to talk about this game much more because I don't want to, because it was ugly. You had opportunities, you squandered it, right? You had first and third, one out, double play. You had first and third, nobody out, looking to tie the game. You were down by 2, Teoscar, double play. It's just things like that just destroy rallies. And they do yet again today for the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, I'm not going to blame the offense because that was not the problem today. You scored 6 runs. That should win a ball game. Kikuchi was terrible. Mitch White, downright awful. And Trevor Richards, who's been great lately, was terrible in that 9th inning. That's the talking point. Let's talk about tomorrow. Alek Manoah loves these moments. These big-time, very important moments for the Toronto Blue Jays. Dean Kramer's been outstanding this year for the O's. You go out there and you lose tomorrow, let's say. Worst case scenario, you lose. You're back to 2.5 games up, which is right where you were when you got into Baltimore, which isn't a bad thing per se, but considering you won the first 2, you want to go up and you want to leave Baltimore. If you win tomorrow, you're up 4.5, what we were going into play today. And that means you gain 2 games in that 4-game stretch, which is so massive. It's a big, big game for both squads. Baltimore trying to hang on to their playoff hopes, 2.5 games back. The Blue Jays trying to push them down farther and go 4.5 up and give them a little bit of breathing room heading to Texas. It's very, very important. I don't know how many times I have to say it. These guys know it is. What they need tomorrow, how are the Jays going to win? That's what I'm going to start with. Alek Manoah needs to do well. That is 100% what needs to happen tomorrow. The defense has to be sound. And you need to stop grounding into double plays, please. It's insane. Watching these guys hit balls on the nose right at guys makes me pull my hair out. Watching Vladdy hit a missile to center field, down 1 with the guy on base looking to take the lead, and it hits the warning track for Cedric Mullins. I'm like, how hard did he hit that? It had to have been over 105. That's for damn sure. But it's an out. Things like that are frustrating. You got to get back to the drawing board. And for God's sakes, these guys need to win tomorrow. They don't. It's not the end of the world because you're still 2.5 up. But it gives us that sense of, are we really where we want to be at? Like, it gives us that doubt back in our minds again. You win tomorrow. You go 4.5 up. We can breathe a bit more because you leave Baltimore with that 4.5 game lead. It is so, so crucial. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. Didn't have much stats today. Didn't want to talk about it. But shout out Bo Bichette for another incredible offensive game. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays. Twitter link is down below. So follow, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Instagram link is also down below. So follow up there if you guys have not done so already. Guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And I'm really hoping it's something positive. I have my own ball tomorrow night, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to watch most of the game. But then again, maybe the stress level will be down a little bit. I don't know. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, Jays, or I mean 7:05, Jays, Orioles, Alek Manoah, Dean Kramer, the aces of both staffs, going at it in the finale of the massive 4-game set at Camden Yards, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and not this ball game today. If you're a Jays fan, but if you're an O's fan, you loved it, smack the like button anyways. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.